So, it's another episode of marriage. Now, this thing called marriage. When we talk about marriage, there are certainly a lot of factors that we need to consider. In marriage, in a relationship, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. When you hear that word, marriage, what comes to your mind? Is it just an avenue to try out to be with this person because I love this person and let me see how far we can carry on? What comes to mind when you hear the word marriage? Please feel free to leave it in the comment side. Like, it's so widely viewed with different views, different perspectives to it because of the different upbringing that people have, different cultural values, different ethics. So let me know exactly when you hear the word marriage, what strikes in mind? What is it about? Is it about making babies? What really strikes your mind when you hear that word marriage? This is a beautiful topic, and I'm glad I'm opportune to talk about it today. So before we go into a relationship, it's okay to start a relationship because it's an avenue to getting to know this person in the first place. You don't know whom you're coming to, but now the relationship ushers you in to knowing this person. In a relationship, what do we watch out for? What are these things that we want to get to know? What are these things that we look out for in a relationship? Are we just living for the moment? Is it really about just living for the moment? Or is it about entirely getting to know the person I'm dealing with? Who is he? Where is he from? What are his ethics? What does he like? What doesn't he like? What does she admire? What is his goal? What are her goals? What strikes her in a man? Where do I fall? You know what range? Because even the Bible say, can two work together except they agree? Hey, JLS Fire Gaming, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Yeah, how are you and family doing? This is a topic that I'm really glad. A lot of people are, I think I would say, getting it wrong most times. Please don't forget to share the live. I appreciate. A lot of people get it wrong. People come into a relationship with selfish desire. People come into a relationship because there's something they wish to fulfill. For example, sometimes the unmarried ones, it could be the female or a male, she tends to give it a chance, or he wants to give it a chance because he wants to prove to certain kind of people that he can do this as well. And now, when you happen to be with such a person, chances are you are just going to get it wrong because the fault is not coming from you, but the fault is the idea of the whole thing is that you're with the wrong person. When you are with someone who's not having the same goal with you, the same purpose with you, it's gonna be like you're putting so much on nothing. It's gonna be the example of sowing a whole lot of seeds on an infertile ground. That's what it's going to be like. And so at the end of the day, you're just going to be so disappointed and coming out asking yourself that question, where oftentimes I want you to know it's not because you've gone wrong. It's not because you've done so many, you've authored. It's just because you're with the wrong person. And when you are with the wrong person, how can it work? It can't work because he or she's just the wrong person. Good morning, my beautiful Khadija Reeves. I appreciate you. We're talking about marriage. What makes it work? Can you leave us your comments? Please don't forget to share. I appreciate you. People get these things wrong. Relationships. If I'm coming to a man because I need some things, I just need someone who's gonna pay my bills. How can he work? And he is looking for someone whom he would call a wife, whom he would cherish and be with forever. Now, the chances are when we finally probably get settled as husband and wife, anytime he stops to accomplish these needs of mine that actually attracted me to him in the first place, I'm going to leave. I'm going to leave because I'm not seeing those things anymore. Never been married, praying. Thank you so much, sis. I appreciate your sincerity. Yeah, you can leave us your comments on what you feel. What having been married? You know, this is something beautiful. People tend to make mistakes because they get into a relationship and the signs are all over. The signs are all over because you can't change who you are. Some people say, yeah, but sometimes people tend to hide. How long are you gonna hide? How long are you gonna hide? So we see the signs, but we feel, okay, I think I can do with it. I think I can manage it. I think I can make do. I think it's not a big deal. But you see, that thing that gets you offensive from the beginning will always get you offensive. That's the truth. If he or she doesn't fall at least 50, you know, the range of 50 over 100, 60, 70, you can't work together because you don't agree. How can you work together? That's why you be in a marriage and you see that the other partner feels free discussing the other one in a very negative way with outsiders, with total strangers. That's what you get in such a relationship. You don't have a discussion and it's kept safe within you two. The other person takes it outside and tends to mock the other. You see yourself as um, competing. How can that work? This is marriage or a relationship between two people that hold themselves in high esteem. And then you take the other person outside and discuss him or her so freely. How can it work in such a condition? How can it work in such a situation? Now, I remember those days, you know, our parents' time. And a lot of people in this present time still do that. It's called asking questions. From where I come from in Nigeria, we have something called asking questions. I've known this person, I like him, I like her, but now I want to take the relationship further. I wish to marry him. I wish to marry her. When the guy is saying. Now what he does is he now takes her home. He now tables her issue to the parents and say, this is how she's from so place, this family. Can you help me ask questions? Let me know the background of this girl. Because it's still a good thing to do. I did it during my time. I called my father and said, this is what's happening. This is he. This is all. I love him. I'm just there, but I want to know where he comes from. I want to know where he comes from. I want to know things about him. I want to know the family background. Because even scientifically, there's something called genetics. Now, in a situation whereby you hear from someone say, my father committed suicide, his aunt committed suicide. Guys, we can't deny it. Chances are that your guy, that your lady just might do the same. The same blood is there. We cannot overlook certain things, especially when you want to say, I do. Because in just a normal relationship, okay, you could just call it over anytime, everyone goes their way, and life continues. But when you want to say, I do, that's why I said, when people are going into marriage, what do they really have in mind? Is it, let's just see how it goes and we start. As Christians, when we talk about marriage, guys, it's we use the word for better, for worse. That is not trying to say we are expecting worse into a relationship that we are just beginning. Who's talking about worse? But life is, we are living in reality. There's going to come a time of trials. There's going to come this time whereby something just goes wrong. It could be from any one of you. And the other person is not expected to pack his or her bag and leave the house. The other person is expected to stay put and say, we're in this together, babe. I got you. I'm not going anywhere. We're gonna see through this together. That's the Christian way of a relationship, of a marriage, actually. And that's what that word for better for worse actually explains. I'm here. We're here together. Now, if you're with the wrong person who sees it, what? You mean your legs are gonna be amputated and you're telling me better for, like, I should stay put here doing what with you? No, I'm done. Now, such a person who cannot stand heat, how can it work? Now, these are the things you tend to see during courtship. There's sometimes some kind of discussions arise, and you are getting to see how does she react. Is she pissed off? Is she walking away? She can't stand heat. These are the things you tend to see during courtship. That's why courtship is very, very vital. People may hide, but there are just some things that you can't just hide. How are you going to cover your subconscious reactions, that just spring forth from the nerves uncontrollably? There are some things, some kind of news you're going to hear before you think of what do I say. The words comfort. What? No, no, I'm not part of it. Things like that. Yeah, some things you just react subconsciously. So these things should not be ignored. These things are things that when you see such a thing, you're like, okay. And then you're putting one or two together to know, do I really need to marry this person? Because tomorrow is pregnant. You don't know the future. Anything can happen. And you need someone when that happens. That is the time that you shouldn't be alone. That is the time that you need yourselves the most. Now, I want people to understand relationship is a beautiful thing. Marriage is a beautiful thing. But when you do not do the necessary things and if you are used to someone who's a drunk, and naturally you don't even drink, and you do not tolerate it because it just sucks. Did I use that word? It breaks your heart to see that someone just comes home and he's just talking like, when someone is fully drunk. That character. Hey, Army Boy, thank you, my darling sis. Army Boy is in the house. Army Boy, thank you so much. Please share the live stream. Invite more people in here. Let me know your opinion on marriage. When you talk about marriage, what do you see? What are your goals? What do you expect people to consider? This is, people are hard on daily basis. People are hard on daily basis. Because when you are coming from a Christian home and you want to marry someone who is a Muslim, it is good to understand the Muslim ways. If you do not understand the Muslim ways, you're going to be frustrated in no time because you're not used to these ways. Because you're not used to them, it's hard for you to change. Yeah, she said it depends on different people. Exactly. It depends on different people. It depends on different people. It depends on different perspectives. It depends on what people are bringing on the table. If you are not used to, you are a lady or a man who loves hard working, who doesn't want to just sleep all day and all night, not work for me. Work for me will work for you. Okay, not what works for me. It's gonna work for you. That's right. That's right. I'm just trying to say there are so many different things to marriage. It's people apply different techniques. But in the midst of these varieties and really bogus topics, there are still certain things that are just in common to everyone. If you are the type that is not used to cussing, or you don't like harsh words, you don't like it, so you don't use it, and now you're settling with someone who whose nature is usage of harsh words. How can you survive such an environment? Hey, my beautiful sis, thank you so much, Wisdom TV. How you doing? Please tell us something. What's your idea of marriage? What's your idea? When you view marriage, what do you see? When you view a relationship, what do you see? It's actually what I don't know. Why we don't apply it to our daily living is what I do not know. People make a lot of mistakes, and you cannot change somebody. I've had someone who say, I can change him. I saw those things, and each time I complain of this, that stops. Whenever I talk about this, that just ceases to occur. So I think I'm in charge. I think we're working on it. I think I can change him. What's your idea of that? Can you really change someone? I mean, for me, at this age, I am above. I mean, I have picked a lot. I'm not telling you my age, so don't even bother listening. Okay, so I have picked a lot of behavior over time, a lot of habits over time, and these things have become my character, my nature. Now, these things I picked from street, I pick from school, I pick from media, I pick from, you just pick these things subconsciously. And at the end of the day, maybe after 30 years of my life, you want to change me? Are you kidding me? You just want me to stop using my right hand that I've used all my life, and suddenly you start using my left hand because you love left hand users. Can it work that way? I'm just citing some example. That's what it sounds like when you say, I can change her, I can change him. He's changing for me. No, he's not changing. That's where the word pretense comes in. And to him, he's not even pretending, he's just trying to please you. She's just trying to please you. I've been used to all my right, I'm a right hand user. And suddenly you want me to use left hand. It's not going to work. So these are things people do not understand. They just feel, okay, she is changeable, she is manageable, she listens, she obeys. No, she's trying to please you, and she will not try to please you all her life. Now that's where the problem sets in. The day she says, okay, I'm really tired of doing what you want me to do. Can you let me be? Can I just be me for some time? The guy will say, oh, she's changed. The lady will say, oh my goodness, this is not whom I used to know. He do listen when I talk to him. He does obey. He does trying to do things right. But now, no matter what I say, it just falls into deaf ear. No, it's who he's been. Those things you see from the beginning. Just consider it. Can I deal with this? He loves to drink. And it's not just that he drinks, but he drinks to stupor. Can I really deal with this? Because if you start by saying, okay, stop, and he stops, it doesn't mean he's changed. He just stopped for your sake. That's sincerely my opinion. If you think otherwise, leave me your comments in the comment section. Please don't forget to share this live stream. I find it interesting because this is what's happening all the time. A lot of people are facing these challenges. Let's talk more. Let's create the awareness. You know what? That's what this platform is about. Let's tell people you are wonderful. You are specially made. That which you have picked over time, if you sincerely can tell yourself it's wrong, I've picked wrong things, choose to work on it. Only you can stop it. Your mama will not stop it because she's your mama. Your partner will not stop it because he or she is your partner. It's just you that would take that inner conviction. It takes some kind of force to change a character that has been built over time. It takes the Holy Ghost. That's how far it is. That's how deep it is inside of you. That's how rooted it's become over time. It takes the Holy Ghost. It takes God. It takes you to be willing to say, I'm not going back to this attitude. That's all it takes. It doesn't take your child to say, okay, you got to stop. It takes you to convince yourself honestly that I need to drop this. And then you can drop it. So these things are signs, guys. When you cite that thing from the very beginning, consider it. Don't say, oh, he loves me so much. He just keeps sharing me with so much. How can I say no in the midst of all of these blessings? He buys me a gift, like he calls me 1,000 times a day. Like he just like these things are there. These things are beautiful. These things are only added advantage. There are the main thing that you're going to live with when you finally say, I do, are these habits, are these raw habits that has been cultivated over time. That's what you're going to see when you say, I do. That's what will keep coming out because that is him, that is her. Those things, you're with that talker who loves to curse rather than to bless. That's just what you're going to get. And not just you. When the kids begin to comfort, everyone will be part of that distribution. When he's sad, he just curses life out of everyone. Everyone around will be getting it. Such negative energy, that's what one gets with such a person. You have to consider. The beginning, you are the one who loves a cheerful giver. Well, you better watch out from the beginning for a cheerful giver. If he never gave you from the beginning saying, oh, don't worry, when we finally settle down, you become the madam, you start eating everything. Or then we can share together. Or the girl saying, then I can help you once in a while. Chances are you are already with that. with that stanchy hand, you will need some key to open those hands to get something good out of it. It's not gonna change. It's who they are. That's my honest opinion. And if you think otherwise, just leave your comment and tell us why it's not really true. You know. So it's these things are in us. We make excuses why they are otherwise. But the truth is that that is who we are. That is who we are. And to tell you the fact, everyone has the right to be whatever they choose to be. Everyone has the right to be whoever they want to be. It's up to them, it's their life. It's left to you to say, do I want to be with you? Must we be together when you're like this? You tell yourself the honest truth because you want something different and she wants something different. You just tell yourself the honest truth. Now, another thing I want to make that a very important point in a relationship when someone says, I'm done. When someone says, I'm not going further anymore, guys, don't force it. You've prayed, you've pleaded. If you ever wronged this person and you had to plead, and you have really pleaded, you've done your part. You've offered possible solutions to solving these things. You've said, okay, we can go see the counseling. We can go for a counseling. We can see a counselor. We can get help. Don't try and don't kill yourself. Don't kill yourself anymore. Don't go hitting your head. Don't go asking what have I done. He just doesn't want anymore. Chances are you're being set free from something that could have that could have led to a worst case scenario. Most times, for me, if I have prayed over a situation, over a problem, and something posing comes in, hey, if you actually see me in the house, thank you so much for being here, dear. I appreciate you. Please let me know what is your opinion on marriage. What's your opinion about marriage? What's your opinion about relationship? What should people look out for when they want to go for these things? Please don't forget to share and like. Thank you. I when someone finally tells you I'm done, guys, don't force it. Don't kill yourself. He's done. Because should you stay back, you could see the worst. Now, he or she perceives you now. Crying, so removed me. Who removed you? I didn't get that done. Please don't cry. Be of good cheer. Be of good cheer. Be of good cheer. Do not cry. Do not cry. Be of good cheer. God has good plans for all of us. Do not over worry over something that is not yielding fruit, over something that is not yielding increase. Don't break your head. You remember that part? You remember that part of was it yeah, I think King David in the Bible. Remove me from the group. What? Oh no, nobody removed. You didn't know what happened. I misplaced my phone. Was it misplaced? No, I didn't it broke. My phone broke and the SIM got spoiled. I'm not even there anymore. I'm not even there anymore. So I'm sorry. We'll find a way to get together, okay? We'll find a way to get together again. Yeah, because I really miss us as well. So don't cry. So what I want to say to everyone is if there is a situation proving really tough and you have prayed, you've done your part, you've offered possible solutions, handed it over to the one who can do all things. Whatever is coming out from that situation, just be strong. And just as a Christian, all you can do is tell yourself it's working for my good. It can only work for my good. It's working for my good. I just know it can only work for my good. Just speak positively, even in that unfavorable condition. That's what you can do, and that works. Because the end result, you're still gonna be happy at the end of the day. God will still open your eyes to see how it has actually worked for your good. I listened to this lady, Mariam Shumate. Oh my goodness. I watched that video where she was talking about her side of the story for divorce. That was so touching. A lot of agree, but I'm kind of person that observes and also help when I can. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, sis. I know. I know that. So, she was heartbroken. She said, I've done everything in this marriage and it's not working. She kept talking that at the end of the day, at the end of the video, she said, guys, if you look for me and I do not upload a video or something like that in a week, you looked for me, I didn't appear, please call for me. Please type, please make call. She left her address where she recently stays. She left everything. She said, that guy is there. I'm looking for a house. I need to leave. I need to move out because he has said to me, move. But I don't have money to move, so I'm still there. If you look for me, you don't find me. Please contact my family. They're not here with me. I'm alone in this place with this guy. And right now, I'm even afraid of my own life because things are getting worse. I was like, oh my God. Anyone that hears that lady and that can help her, please just help her. My heart reached out to her. My heart reached out to her because it made me realize, come, people are going through a lot in marriages. People are going through a lot. And I was so, like, I'm so proud of her that she came out to talk because, sis, in case you see this anytime, you did the right thing. You so did the right thing. When he asks you to leave and becoming so violent, the best thing to do is please leave so that you can live with your life. You're going to be held responsible. Do not die. Don't give your life for anyone. The price has been paid. You can be another Jesus. Watch for your life. Use it. Cherish your life. Go. So she said, I'm seriously searching for a house right now. The prices are so high. That's why I've not left. It's that bad. So a lot of people are in such a relationship. If it's not working out, stop killing yourself. Stop wondering where you've gone wrong. Stop saying, how do I do? Why is my life like this? No, pick up. Because the Bible says when, I think it was David, when he prayed and still the child died. What did he do? The Bible said he got up. He washed, he took his bath. He asked for the best robe. He said, where is the food? Set the table, fill it up. He ate. And everybody was like, but he was crying a few minutes ago, oh God, restore this boy. And suddenly, what's going on? That's how to conquer. That's how to conquer such a situation. You stand up, dust your feet, and say, okay, done means done. Yeah, let's all be done, actually. Let's get it done with. It's done also. Don't cry. You're shaking your tears. When you move out from a negative relationship, you allow the light in you to comfort. You are so right. If it's not working, it's not exactly. If it's not working, don't kill yourself. It's just not working. That's just it. Live on. Do not be afraid of, can I stand alone? You can. You were standing alone before he came. You were standing alone before she came. You can stand alone. And meanwhile, you are not alone. If you are a Christian, you are in the presence of the Most High. You're not alone. So march out. If you are so strong a Christian and you are in partnership in a marriage with such a person with so much negative energy, one who doesn't even really know Christ. Thank you there. I appreciate. Your light will not shine because you are together in this. There is already a war going on between the light and darkness in you. But now you're one with this person. You're one with this person. So there are going to be hindrances are working, but there is a force limiting you. Now, when he finally says, I'm done, or she says, I'm done, guy, get up, dust your feet, be happy, take a relief, get out, get some fresh air, start over. Don't fear for nothing. You see, your destiny is in your hands. It's not in his hands. It's not in her hands. I'm not the one to ask marriages to go apart. No. But if it has gotten to that point whereby you are afraid for your own lives, flee. It has gotten to that point. it's not working anymore. So there's nothing you can do. It's just not working anymore. You take a bow. You go and discover yourself again. You go and resuscitate. You go and start something for yourself. You go and get yourself together. You know, you go and get yourself together, rebuild yourself again. Pick up from where you've stopped. March out. The world is full of, oh, thank you so much, Ify. I appreciate you. The world is full of maximum opportunities out there waiting for you. You go out and you would come through. You march out from that negative environment and the light in you would shine forth unhindered and you will break through. I am so I just had the urge to like tell people you are unique with or without anyone. You are blessed. That's why you answered that partner in the first place. You are special. That's what he saw in the first place. Now if he chooses or she chooses to say, I don't see those anymore. Well, they're just in his or her eyes. If his or her eyes are not seeing it anymore, it doesn't mean the world is not seeing it. It doesn't mean your creator is not seeing it. It's just that he chooses not to see it anymore. Well, go out and let your light shine. When you are divorced, it's not the end of the world. And don't shut yourself down against love. Just be open. Just be open and live. Make yourself happy. Take care of yourself. Arrive again. Arrive again. That's the word I'm happy. I'm actually giving out right now because a lot of people are in that situation that they didn't really. You wouldn't say they brought it upon themselves. No, because they didn't know. Had they known, they would have done it differently. But when they didn't know, then it works out this way. It works out this way. I personally, I have a beautiful. I wouldn't say it's a beautiful life experience. I'm gonna share that someday. But this is something special. This is something I want every young girl, every young guy or a man out there to understand that if you've done your very best in a relationship and it still didn't work out, brace up. It's not the end of the world. In fact, you're just beginning. Your sun is just rising. So get up and conquer. Get up and be that very best of you that you know you've got inside of you and show it forth. I appreciate you. This has really gone up to 30 minutes, right? So it's what I want to share with you. Don't forget to just share this live stream and let people know that in that situation of that seems as if it's lonely state, they're not alone. They're not alone because that person who brings in that negative energy, it's not capable of lifting you even at this moment. So you're not alone. It's just a phase to give yourself that time. It's a phase to find yourself, be with yourself, retrace your step, make it work, restart and kick off. You will be the best you have never been. These are what you can get. You will be happy you did. It's what you can get. I know it's, some will say you're just saying it, but it's not easy. I know it's not easy. It's not easy because now you are used to this person, you are used to this lifestyle with this person, and all of a sudden it seems like a setback again. Oh, thank you, dear. Thank you. I appreciate you. It seems like a setback again, but it's not a setback. It's a victory in disguise. It's a whole new upliftment in disguise. It just looks like a setback. It's not a setback. It's not. It's not a setback. Because while you have married and probably coming out, there are even some that have never seen it. They've never been there. So while you are in any situation, you are still perfect. Even with those that haven't been there. Probably they are being shielded away from that. Probably they are being shielded away from that wrong person who's around. And so they're being programmed to just hit the right person. It's not easy, but we have to fight it through. Yeah, honestly, to me, I'm a happy person. Oh, Ify. Yeah, Ify, I know one can see it around you. You are a happy person. You are a strong woman. You are a strong woman. You are a strong woman. And you're going to pull through. You're going to pull through. There are hindrances when you're with, even when you're with the same culture, when you're from the same culture, you're with a guy who you share a lot of things in common with. You can say we're even from the same village. It's not a guarantee that you're gonna have a perfect marriage. No, it's not a guarantee. No, it's not. So because his behavior is still different from yours. It's okay that you understand, okay, we have the same food, we have the same this, we have the same, but the him in him that you're going to live with all your life just might be different. If he's the one who lived with a father who had no regard for women and such cases, now he is with a woman in his life. Do you expect that he treats you otherwise? I don't think so. So, and this will get to you, and this is capable of ruining the marriage. No one wants to be treated as trash. I mean, because no one is a trash. No one, no one. So, these are things that we consider. These are things that are there always. These are things that people, most time people will tell you, yeah, chances are if he's a white, if he's a black, if it's this, if it's that, yeah, when it's just like a Muslim marrying a Christian, if they have the same understanding, if they have common understanding, if they have a lot of similarities, if their goals are very close, then it's gonna work. If I'm coming to a man because I just love him, I want to have his babies, I want us to build a home together, I want us to run this race of life together, and he is looking for a lady with the same goal, tell me why it shouldn't work. Chances are it's already standing on a perfect rock. Yeah, it's not a guarantee. Exactly. Exactly. It's not a guarantee. It's not a play. It's exactly. You got me. You got me, sis. That's what I'm talking about. We're from okay. My mother is your mother's best friend, and we've always known ourselves even from little babies up to this moment. And then we I find myself living for probably, outside of our place, perhaps outside of Africa, where I come from, outside of Nigeria to be precise. And then this guy stayed at home. And now I've been outside for a whole long time. Although we've been communicating. And now after a while I want to get married to him. Now I'm now cultured by that outside where I've been. His culture becomes different. He's still having that motive of my wife should cook, my wife should do this. That's how I know it to be. My wife is the one who does that. And I'm having the notion of, no, I've been here. Guys cook. Everyone share the chores. Everyone do things together. We do things together. It's a home. There's no it's wife, it's wife. No, it's the man who's the head. It's no, we don't discuss such things. If you see anything that is not okay, be you the man or woman, do it. That will come in question. Now, can these two people who have probably known themselves all their life, can they really work it together? Chances are they just might still fall apart. It might not work because the lady has seen things from a very long time and has adopted these things, and they've become whom she is. And that guy is over there now with a different mentality, with a different knowledge. When you're doing your own things, he's gonna think you are just so disrespectful. What's wrong with you? And the lady will be like, what? How? How am I disrespectful? Oh, you want to make me a slave? Are you kidding me? So such things will be, it just might not work. It just might not work. If nobody's willing to mend, to say, okay, we can work it. Okay, we strike a balance. Okay, let's do it like this. If everyone is like, no, you better listen to me because I'm the head of the family. No, you better listen to me because I'm your wife. It's 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 most likely not to work. So these things are what we have to consider. How do I reason? How does he reason? Can we work it out? When you have a common goal, you can always work it out. When you are willing to bend, to say, okay, I can do this, we can work it out, then yeah, it won't work. Exactly. Exactly. Both party, they both have to be involved. It's your home. It's not a place for setting of rules. It's not a place for I call the shot. It's not a place, it's not a place for competition. Oh my God. Have you ever heard such a comment? Someone will say, my wife now earns so amount in the company. Can you imagine? What will become of me? When they pay her this amount in 3 months' time, in a year, do you think she will still respect me as a husband? She's probably going to change. And insecurity sets in. They start fighting their partner just for cash, just for something that is coming into a home that is being run by you two, both of you. Whatever she earns, and most times this, you already know your wife, that whatever she brings home is for all of you. It's for the house. Yet you take her matter outside, begin to discuss her, begin to say, no, no, no. This is her promotion. It's no, you're not feeling it. In fact, you want to ask her to stop that job. Oh my goodness. Yeah, insecurity sets in. You see them they become a curse to their partner. They become a curse. You know, when a woman is praying or the man is praying in a home, or when a family is actually together, I'm praying and saying, Lord, every hindrance to our success, we cast it out in the name of Jesus. And your partner will choose to become that hindrance. And you know what they say? Enemy from within is the most dangerous. The enemy from within will just set up and be your partner, whom you should together hold hands together and fight the outsider. You now have to face him to fight him. How do you do it? It will not work. She wouldn't know what to do to you. And this is the worst case. Enemy from within, enemy inside. And when the devil gets either of the partners, it is as good as saying the home is finished. Because when you start to suffocate the other person and begin to choke him or choke her through negativity, she does this, it's just not good. You just want her to stop doing everything because she's been promoted or he's been promoted. You start to compete, pray for. This is something that other families pray for. Promotion, goodies to come into the house. Yeah, always respect her husband. And even when she's right, but respect is exactly. Respect is reciprocal. If you're being with, even to your children, everyone needs respect. You don't just sit and say, and you see your baby coming out in the morning and you're just boning, you're probably just looking at him and saying, have you said good morning? Have you said good morning? Meanwhile, you cited him first, even while he's drinking water. You didn't even say, hey, good morning, kiddo. Are you up? That's what I see as respect is reciprocal. You put it in him. Then he learns automatically that you must say good morning. And you must take it round. You have to have that good cheer, you know? Yeah, most of our fathers just sit there and just open up that magazine. Hey, have you said good morning? Have you said good morning? Because we want to have it in the head that I'm the father or I'm the head and things like that. I'm not here to castigate. If it's been working for you in your home, okay, please continue and also try to consider others. Have I really been doing it right? You know, sincerely. It doesn't make you less of a man. It doesn't make you less of a woman when you treat your family right. When you do this is your own, guys. Ladies, this is all you've got. This is your own family. If anything, should anything happen to you, this is the people that will first feel the sincere heart before any other one. Sincerely. Treat your own right. Forget this. You know, the whole trying to be bossy. Treat your family right. The kids, your wife, your man. Treat yourselves right. That person outside that gives you better joy. Are people who say, Idei, oh no. Like seriously. Idei, oh, now in house, Idei. You know? Do you feel me? Can you get, if anything happens to you, that person will wear his slippers and remain in his home. Or maybe just make a phone call. Yeah. Did your guy take you to hospital? How are you guys? I've been meaning to, maybe 1 week you've not heard from him or her. After 1 week or two, you start from you. Your kids, your partner. I can feel you, Jen. Thank you. Honestly, treat them right because this life is once. This life is once. When you If anything, at the end of it all, and you have to remember, what will your wife remember about you? What will your husband remember about you? Or is he just going to the Facebook to say, oh, RIP, my beautiful wife, this, that, or my cute husband, oh. And then you pretend and tell people, how many times as she was still here or as she is here, have you said to her, you are just my sunshine? But each time you write a text message to outsiders, you don't stop without saying dear. Even that one who doesn't deserve dear, you end up putting my dear. That's your dear in your house. Is it only when you're getting it on the bed that you say dear? Is it only when you're served your favorite dish that you use the word my dear? Say it often to your kids. When you hold them, call them the beautiful names. Everyone wishes to feel special. Make them feel special because you can, and you don't even buy it. It's just in your mouth. Say it. I remember the first time I cited you, you are my blessings. Say it. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt your mouth. Your mouth will remain what it is. It's not going to change. It will not twist to one side. It's going to remain. Use these beautiful words. Bless instead of cursing. Because what you sow, you reap, knowingly or unknowingly. If you keep teaching the young ones that in a home, nothing matters, tomorrow they're going to bring in their spouses. What should they give out to the world? The CEOs of tomorrow, the engineers, the doctors. If you do not teach them things that should go on, how life should be treated from within, what do you want them to tell their patients? Hiss. When the job becomes tough, begin to curse. Mutter under your breath and release curses. We have to play a very big impact on relationships. Most times we just talk about the government. What about us? We have a role to play. Don't fail in your responsibilities. You will be held accountable. If you make that woman shed tears all her life and keep regretting, why am I in this situation? You wanna, when a woman or a man tells you, why am I in this situation? What else do you want to hear? Like you want her to read A, B, C to Z for you? She has said it all. She's saying, I'm fed up. She's saying, oh God, why is my own different? That's what she's saying. Why am I in this situation? In a marriage, she's saying, I regret it. When he says this, he's saying, what a mistake. When he utters such a comment, he's saying, I'm finished. He's saying, you are the worst thing that happened to me. Why do you want to be the one in this? When you can be better, you know you can be better. That's what I want to tell people. Be the best you can be at all times. But when you've done all things and it still fails, then give God thanks and say, I did my best. It just didn't work out. I did my best. When I listened to that girl, Mariam Shumate, all I could tell was that she did her best. She did her best. Imagine a guy telling you're a loser. You've not even done anything. You're not even progressing. Why am I with you when you can't even move us forward? Why should your woman move you forward? Like, are you kidding me? I mean, what? Now he's indirectly telling you why he followed you. He followed you because he needs to be with someone who he would just lie down and sleep all day and all night and tune the stations and play the games and just eat and take his bath and probably press the phone and look at the table and say, yeah, is the food ready? Are you kidding me? Now, signs are there from the beginning. When you meet a lazy man, girl, you go know. You go know. You will know. It cannot hide. Oh my God. Oh, gee, we rebuke you. Us. Who doesn't want to just lazy about and do? But life is more than that. You gotta work. Now imagine Imagine being with a lazy man and you are marrying someone who hates to see idleness, who want to be up and about all the time, who want to do something productive. It can't work because you can't explain to her why you want to lie down all day and waste away like this. It can't work. She won't understand you. Are you for real? Is this how you want to live your life like this? You don't want to work. She said what began the problem in her marriage was that she said to him, go and work. That was all. He said, yes, today you've called me a lazy man. I knew you've always thought. People say before uncle, like seriously. You've met a man all your life and he never worked. He's just giving excuses of, I'm waiting for this kind of work. It's only this specific work that I want to do. I want to do this one. That the guy so love police. If it's not police job, nothing else. Are you kidding me? And you got married, making babies, and you just want to live on her. You just want her to kill herself. When she's out of job, you begin to curse her and threaten her and say, oh, you know what, I'm not doing again. Huh? Like seriously, her mother gave birth for her just for you. What is it work they can never get? Can you imagine? They can say, I kept getting job opportunities for him. If I get this message that there's this job, there's vacancies so place, I will tell him, come and apply here. And you say, no, I don't want, I want this one. But that one is not forthcoming. Oh, come on. She's giving birth. She's working hard. That at some point, she was even breastfeeding. The baby was still 10 days. Well, you better start looking for job again. That is become so possessed of feed me, take care of me. When a boy becomes a guy, a young man, and then a full-grown man, and doesn't know it, he's not ready for marriage. Okay, just pardon me, but that's the truth. You become a full-grown man that knows that now I am a man and I have responsibilities. Every man has responsibilities. Now, if he doesn't know he's now a man, he's not ready for marriage. Perhaps a relationship he could get. However, they could do their thing. But you want to get married. If you are getting married, even the Bible says the man is the head of the marriage. You should have the subconsciousness of, I want to take care of my home. Not that mindset of, I'm looking for a woman who will take care of me. Are you for real? Like, are you kidding me? I can imagine it. There's nothing wrong with a man was working, he lost his job, and now the woman is carrying over. Now that's a different thing. But to tell me that I married you from the beginning, you never work, you're not willing, it doesn't work like that. If you don't want to work, okay, then you take care of home front. It has to be shared anyhow. That's you can't just sit like this and allow someone's daughter or someone's son to become a slave. That's worse than a slave. Argue with me if I'm wrong. Leave me your comments. It's worse than a slave. You make her go through a lot. She goes out to work. She comes home, breastfeed the kids. She comes home. She begins to clean. She begins to cook. Oh, where is your conscience? Come on, don't be like this. It doesn't work like that. You'll kill her before she gets to another 10 years ahead. She's gonna so age, stress. You're just gonna kill her. It doesn't work like that. Especially in a situation whereby you have no family to help, you have no one from anywhere who comes around to help out. It doesn't work like that, sincerely. That's like cheating your own, and that's hate. You hate your partner, and so you're abusing him or abusing her. It doesn't work like that. You have to, please don't be selfish. You have to share these things. Okay, I'm doing this. Can you help with this part? Then it's easier for everyone. It's easy. It gets ironed out. And when it's ironed out, then you have time to still be together. When you fulfill the two sides, you have time to be together and be happy. But if you overstand the man and you're just the one who runs things, And later you want her. In the evening you come. You want her around. You want one who's gonna warm the bed. And when she says I'm tired, you get offended and say, but now I have to beg for what's mine. Now I have to pay, or what? Or what? You want to chase me out? Please, you have to love. You have to love. You have to love your partner. You have to do things evenly. You have to do things evenly. You have don't sell your conscience. If you are lucky, you're with that one who just loves you unconditionally, who just keeps trying to meet whatever you say. Okay, for peace to reign, let's just do it that way. Don't abuse it. Don't abuse it. It doesn't mean she can't say no. It doesn't mean he cannot say no. She just wants the peace in the house. She just wants that she comes back and she has some sanity. She just wants that when you're there, you can be happy and she will be happy, and the kids around will have a good and a friendly environment. Now, one thing more that I want to say, guys, is when you have someone who's telling you, okay, like I said earlier, you who's become so abusive in a relationship, really abusive in a relationship, don't fail to report to the necessary authority. Because Mariam Shoemate, she came forward to say, guys, if you look for me, you don't see me, please reach out for me, call the police. And I was like, oh my gosh, I feel this lady is in trouble. I could just feel her, because it's a fellow woman talking, you know, and not just being a fellow woman. It's someone. It's a human being talking. And if you have such hearts to reach out, you will just feel her pain. Ask you, Miriam Schumann, reach out to necessary authorities. These social welfare workers. Let them know what's going on, so that the guy will be put in check, so that he realizes now that I can't just do what I want. She's not alone. There are people. Should I do this, then I will have to answer to this. People are aware of what's going on. Because if we look for you, we can't find, we can only type and anything. But when you report to these people, they will come close. They will let him know that should they look for you, he's going to pay for it. They will put some fear in relationship, and it's becoming so life-threatening. Please and please report to the necessary authorities. Go. Report yourself before you meet up what you need to leave. And most times they even help you. They help you out to find a place. If you can't find a place, they help you out with financial wise. They help you out. So don't hold it to yourself. Talk. I'm so glad she talked, because it's she opened a lot of things. It's an eye opener. I'm so glad you talked. You are a strong woman. You really are. Many people, even after the divorce, even after years, they still cannot come out to talk about it. We know a lot of them. And she realized that she has followers, and they need to know what's going up, what's going on in your life, what's up with you. So she came out and she aired it out. I congratulate you. Do not feel hurt, and do not feel less of a person. No, you are brave and you are strong. And I appreciate what you've done. It's a good thing. It's uplifting when you talk about a problem. It means you've seen what it is. You've chosen to conquer, and you have actually conquered. That's what it means. When you talk about a problem, it means you've overcome it. You can now stand and talk about it. When people do not talk about a problem, it's because they still haven't really gotten over it. They want some time whereby they can now stand and talk about it and say, okay, now I've overcome it. I'm now over. I'm now completely over it. Before you report to the authorities, you have to be so sure you are done with that marriage. Yeah, exactly. No, even when you report, you don't really have to be so sure you're done, because I think when you report, they're still going to ask you that question of, do you want to continue? Then they will call both of you. Now you still have the chance from them of getting that counseling. Yeah, when you report to authority, it's really very good. They will not offer you things that possibly you ought to have paid for yourself. They could now help you see through it. They will not bring their own specialized individuals from these angles to come and speak with you. That counseling you were longing for to save and to go and meet, they could just bring them to now reach out to you. So I think going there is the right thing to do. Going there remains the right thing to do. is it like this? You can now air things out. Either you sort it out, that would be from whatever you decide. That would come from both of you. Or you say you're done. But whatever the further actions that would be taken would depend on your choice, what you choose to say, what your replies are. So it's really a good thing. You have to reach out. Immediately you go there, the other person realizes that, okay, this has gone out to some authorities, and I may not now, if I've been hitting her, I may not hit her anymore because she's going to say what happened. So, or she's even going to pick a phone and just call them. So, it's going to restrict the other person from acting unnecessarily or from being so overpowering and things like that. Now, I think it's really a beautiful thing that she discussed it. It's a beautiful thing that she discussed it. A lot of people would learn. She would just think, I was like, oh my goodness. At the end of the day, I'm going to leave her link below so that people can still see it and reach out to her. Or although the comment section from her part is deactivated, it's, yeah, if you're not done and you are reporting, then both of the parents are in the risk of losing their children. Oh, are you serious, but parents? Ah, okay. If you're not done and you're reporting, okay, so you must decide. Okay, if you're actually me saying, if you do not, if you're not, if you've not concluded that, we just have to be careful. Oh my goodness. Really? Okay, for bad parenting. Oh my goodness. Okay, if you're choosing is a sister here and she's really more experienced in this. She's saying if you report to the authorities and you are not certain you want to leave him, they're going to cause both of you to separate. And they just might take your children and say, okay, bad parenting. So before you go to report to the authorities, yeah, if he says make sure you are sure you want to divorce, and then you can go to the authorities to report. Yeah, that's her opinion. Okay, but if you how it's done here, when you report, like here, this is Germany. If he is in Italy, oh, if you are here in Italy or Spain, before I say it wrongly, in Germany, when you report, yeah, way forward from here. What do you want now? What do you really want? They will ask what the problem is. Okay, Italy. If he is in Italy, and according to her, so this is how it's done in Italy. When you go to report and you're not certain of divorce, chances are you're going to be separated and they just might take your kids from you. But in Germany, if you go to report, they will ask for what you want. So if you want to settle, they're going to give you a counselor and help you guys settle. Now, they're going to watch for 1 year. Are you able to settle within 1 year? That's how it's done in Germany. If within 1 year, you are able to settle, you still have sexual intercourse together, and you're working on it, then you're going to settle. Everything will be fine. But they will still be calling to know, are you really fine? Okay, they'll tell you when there's anything, then you report to us. But if at the end of 1 year and you're not able to settle, then you're going to be separated. But they won't take your kids. They won't take your kids, except if you both prove that you do not want the kids or you cannot take care of the kids, then they're going to take the kids. You'll be asked to do your things. They will ask if anyone is a threat. If should either of you actually stated there clearly that this person is a threat. We can talk, we can do everything, but not from the same house. Then they're going to tell you, okay, you can live separately and tend to work from a distance and see perhaps it's going to work. So at the end of the day, it's still your choice to make. But anger, if you are there and obviously you're not able to control yourselves severally with all the appointments you're getting, then perhaps they might have to decide for you. So that's how it is. That's how it is. So I appreciate you. I wanted to talk about this. I hope you are blessed with this topic. Leave me your comments, like and share. Have you subscribed? Don't forget to do that. Subscribe, like, and share. Be blessed. Let's know what worked for you in your marriage when it tried, when it was almost hitting the rock, or when it struck that rock, how you overcame. I remain your girl, Annie. Authorities here just want you to leave immediately and face court. Oh, whereby that is surely the last place to go, Ify. Oh my goodness. Who wants to lose the kids and lose everything? No. No. So, in other words, before you go to the authorities, guys, ask questions. Ask from someone who has been in that situation. Read about them from the internet. There you can find some things. There you won't find everything because but then go to the evaluation. The evaluation is the comment section from people who have been there and they are asked to evaluate this company. Yes, that evaluation you will get individual comments of no, I came here, but this was my experience. I hated it. No, I came here, I wanted divorce, and I got it immediately. You're going to see from people's writings now, personal experiences of so many people. I think that's the best thing to do. Yes, if I appreciate you, just find a level ground. Yeah, and continue to pray. God will not forsake you, He would see you through. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ify. I appreciate you. Take care of yourself and your families. Please be safe and be blessed. Let love reign. Yeah. If it's violence, please leave immediately. Exactly. If it's violence, if he says leave immediately, leave immediately if it's violence. It doesn't pay. It doesn't pay. We've had a lot of news whereby people murder their own partners. People murder their own partners in cold blood. I also had someone like that whom the husband brought a knife and hid under the bed. What? What is the knife doing under the bed? Exactly as you raise the pillow, this the bed foam under the bed. She was just dressing up for the evening before going to the night before he wasn't there. Yeah, she was dressing up that night. He just kept it for the evening. Only God knows. Just little argument they had. He brought a knife and kept it open. When you open the that bed cover, the mattress that covers the foam that you just put around it, and hid the knife on that. And somehow she just felt like dressing it again. She just felt like dressing it, even though it looked good. But somehow she laid down and felt a little bit uneasy. I felt like, when your time is not up and God just want to save you. And she just took off without even telling the guy. She said that is the sign. I just know the sign. She took off. Because next thing, he will just murder you and you're gone. Where are you to defend yourself? A woman cooks in the kitchen. Anything could have caught you from anywhere and you bleed to death. And nothing will happen. Here, if he murders, he will go to the jail for 6 months. Just 6 months, highest 2 years. You got some good lawyer who wants to really, or some good lawyer who's just against the guy and want to really punish him. Highest is 2 years. He will be released and come back and live his life over. And then your next thing is RIP. Your family will just be weeping themselves out, crying and what have you. Your poor mother or poor parents or whomever around you that really loves you will remain in agony. Whenever he or she remembers you, he or she will, let me not get upset for nothing. But honestly, immediately you sense something is wrong, leave. It doesn't pay to stay back. It just doesn't. It just doesn't pay to keep staying back until your life is not there anymore. It will be too late. Don't let it be too late. If he's not treating you right, he's not worth it. If she's not treating you right, she's not worth it. It goes both ways, honestly. Okay, Ify, thank you. I'm gonna go now. I've really talked more than I budgeted. Thank you. Have a beautiful time, and I love you all. Bye.